Imagine losing your life savings in a scam, fighting for years to get it back, and then, just when you think you've won, the taxman comes knocking for almost half of it. It sounds like a cruel joke, but for one family, it's a devastating reality. This is the story of Robert Duor and the brutal aftermath of the Norton Motorcycles pension scandal. Robert Duor was one of more than 200 people who were conned out of their retirement savings back in 2012 and 2013. They were tricked into moving their pensions, a total of about $11.5 million, into what they thought were legitimate schemes. Instead, their hard-earned money was funneled into 3 pension plans connected to the famous Norton Motorcycles brand. The man at the center of it all? The company's then owner, Stuart Garner. He acted as the trustee for these schemes, and the money vanished, invested directly into his own business. For years, the victims and their families fought for justice. Robert Duor tragically passed away in 2019 at the age of 64, never seeing a penny of his money returned. He had been a vocal campaigner, and after his death, his family, especially his daughter Sally Holmes, continued the fight. They, along with the other victims, battled to get compensation from the Fraud Compensation Fund, or FCF. It was a long, exhausting process that took over a decade. Finally, in 2024, there was a glimmer of hope. The FCF paid out $9.4 million to the collapsed schemes. This rule states that for the pension to be transferred tax-free, it must happen within 2 years of the pension scheme being notified of the death. Because the legal battle and the FCF process took so long, 5 years after Robert's death, this 2-year window had long since closed. The result? The $114,000 compensation is now subject to tax. The family is facing a staggering bill of around $50,000, wiping out nearly half of the money they fought so hard to reclaim. Sally Holmes put it perfectly. The only way we could get any recourse was via the Fraud Compensation Fund, which had to take a number of years and so guaranteed the tax charge. It was inevitable because of the way the system has been set up. It's a cruel catch-22. The very process designed to help them ended up penalizing them. And what about Stuart Garner, the man behind it all? In 2022, he pleaded guilty to illegally investing people's retirement funds. His sentence? 8 months in prison, suspended for 2 years. This is the same man who once rubbed shoulders with prime ministers and even had a cameo in a James Bond film. He has always maintained that he too was a victim of the initial fraud. But for the families who lost everything, that's little comfort. HMRC expressed sympathy, but stated that the law is rigid. A spokesperson said, "We appreciate the reasons for not meeting this condition can be outside individual control. But legislation does not provide any discretion over this charge, even in exceptional circumstances. No discretion, even when a family has been through hell and back due to a massive fraud. This case shines a harsh light on a system that seems to fail victims at every turn. First, they were let down by a lack of protection against the scam. Then they faced a grueling, decade-long wait for compensation. And now, a bureaucratic rule is taking away a huge chunk of that long-awaited justice. It is a heartbreaking story of a family being punished for a delay that was completely out of their hands. What do you think? Is it fair for the system to penalize victims in this way? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you found this story important, please like this video and subscribe for more in-depth reports.